Hey everybody, I'm going to show you today how you make your own custom background. You can see this example right here. Now, well, this isn't quite what you'd normally see like on photography and whatnot, but I figure, hey, you might want to learn how to do this, and you can throw in photography elements later on if you'd like to. So it's pretty simple. You just take text fonts and manipulate them. So here's a sample of what your end product will be. This is one based on Doctor Who. I'm a Doctor Who fan and it uses the colors from it. But it's pretty simple. It took me maybe 10 minutes tops to do this. And you don't have to be a graphic artist to do any of this. You can probably even make this in Paint. So let's get started. I'm going to make one that's kind of Harry Potter based. So if you just pick your color, so I'm obviously going to do red, and fill your entire background with it, as I did here. And you can, if you want to adjust colors, use a little color swatch up here or down here, and you just fill it with what's paint bucket. And if for some reason your paint bucket's hidden, always remember it's behind the paint bucket gradient tool. And so I went and filled that. And then usually with these you'll want to have some sort of complementary color or one that goes well with it. I chose obviously the gold. You can use a white or a black. That'll go with most colors, or if you have two colors that you like. And you can either just have this color be for text or for a line that goes across. And I like to use it for both. It kind of ties things together. You can see that on this page. These share the same colors, and it creates kind of a nice background once you're done. So I went ahead and created the gold line that goes across. Pretty simple, and we'll get started with making the background. So if you just make a simple box, not too big, not too small, and I chose 18 font. That seemed to work for what I did. And you can go up to 24 or 30. I wouldn't go much higher than that because it looks a little distorted after. So then type a letter. So I chose the letter G, and you'll want kind of a cursive font or a fancy font. It really will work with any, but there's a lot of free fonts you can download off of various websites, and that will give you a cool effect. So we're going to obviously use the letter G for Gryffindor. You can use your initials and make this kind of like a monogram one. I'm going to jump back to the Doctor Who one here. This is actually DW for Doctor Who. When you have it all done, unless you look really close, you really can't tell that these have been letters. So to start making this pattern, like I said, just pick your font and type your one letter in. And what you do next is duplicate that layer. So right click on your text layer here and just go up to duplicate and just hit OK. And you may not see it at first, but if you either use your arrow keys or your mouse to move it over. And the easiest way to do this is to bring up your transform. So for me, I used the Command T button. It'd be Control T on Windows. And the easiest way to do this is flip it and put in the negative version of this. And make sure you watch. So if you do it on height, you'll want to align your text up underneath. So you can either do an exact mirror like this, or you can overlap it to kind of create a cool little style here. And once you have at least one half done, then go ahead and select both of your layers and duplicate those. And again, you'll have to either use your arrow keys or move it to kind of show. So you can either kind of keep a pattern like this if you'd like and overlap, so you could do something like that. I prefer to do a second mirror, and this time on the width portion. And again, enter negative number and go ahead and space it out. So you can do this and connect them, or if you want to even go in like really close, you could, and have like effects like this and whatnot. This one's kind of cool right here. Line it up. And keep just repeating this of selecting your layers and duplicating them. This is the long part of making the background. But once you finally get the hang of like a duplication process, it goes pretty quick. So fast ways to select, if you just select your first layer and then go to your top one and hold down Shift and select it, that'll select all of them and make it easy to duplicate your layers. So you can keep doing this until, like I said, you have lots of layers, and makes it pretty cool. Almost like this one almost looks kind of like a lace pattern. And go. And usually what I will do is go until I have something that will fit from top to bottom. So like that will span from up to this yellow line to the bottom of this. And keep going until that, and then move it to where it starts to form a pattern. And it's pretty easy. And you can show your friends this or even make your own, and nobody will ever know that it's just made from text fonts. So, and you can line it up right here. And don't worry for right now about your fonts not lining up, because we can fix that in the end. So I'm going to merge these layers, and the easy way to merge is do the Command or Control E, and that will put them all down to one. So this is the sample one that I did. I'm going to show you what I had done earlier. This is what your finished product will look like.